Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. I just wanted to share one of my recent finds with you all. This is a very rare General Electric Type RF, which stands for rectified fluorescent light fixture. This was probably made between about 1939 and 1942. They made a whole bunch of these, hundreds of thousands probably, but very few have survived because they were very expensive to make, even though they have some advantages over more modern designs. But the fixtures and the lamps or tubes, I'll show you the etch on this one. Were quite expensive compared to other stuff on the market. Now, I actually have two of these fixtures. Unfortunately, this one appears to have a faulty ballast. I have already replaced the capacitors, and it just starts up, runs for a few seconds, and goes out. And the ballast hums, or buzzes, actually, quite loudly. This one is practically silent. Also, this one has some it looks like some shellac or other kind of coating has melted off of the ballast windings. It's not a whole lot, and it's a very hard material, but there is a little bit of that, again, not present in this fixture. This is the only lamp I have. I already showed you the etch. It's from 1966, which is very late for these lamps. I believe they were only made through about 1968. And the reason these fixtures are so rare is that after the lamps stopped being made, there was really nothing you could do with these. They basically became paperweights. So they were disposed of in large quantities, and very, very few survive today. I'm extremely lucky to have found this pair. I won't go through the operating principles in too much detail because that's actually documented out there. You can read about it if you like. Basically, this is a mercury arc rectifier in a fluorescent tube format. And one of the advantages you get with that is no strobing. Normally, when you run a fluorescent lamp on AC, and keep in mind this was way before high frequency electronic ballasts were a thing. When you ran a fluorescent tube at line frequency, you get flicker. It's usually not very easy to notice, but some people are sensitive to it. I'm not one of them, personally. Anyway, I'm going to try to set the phone down here and turn this light on for you all. Okay, I think you can see that. I've got the cord hanging down here. I'm just gonna plug it in. Try to keep the view clear. starts up really not too unlike a rapid start fixture. Actually, quite a bit faster than a lot of rapid start fixtures. It's an interesting color, kind of it's a lot like a cool green fluorescent or a clear mercury vapor color. I think this lamp is pretty worn out. I don't think a new one would look like that. Supposedly, the color industrial white, which is the most common for these RF lamps, is 4500 Kelvin, so a little bit cooler than a regular cool white. This is definitely not 4500 Kelvin. It's quite a bit bluer than that. So, I think there's something amiss there. But it is pretty bright. I don't know if it's as bright as a new lamp would be. I'm guessing not. But it is fairly bright. I'll set the cord down. Let me see if I can get a little bit better view of the lamp here. There we go. That looks like it's in focus. Oh yeah, here we go. You can look at the etch again. One weird aspect of these that's really not seen on very many North American fluorescent fixtures are these lamp clips. It's one of the only fluorescent fixtures in the North American market that doesn't support the tube using the lamp holders. These clips support the tube, and the lamp holders or sockets are actually free hanging. I know these wires are frayed. I've done my best to spread them out. I should probably throw some heat shrink or tape over those, or just replace them completely. Now, I have not replaced anything on this light except for the power cord. This is as found, except I think the lamp may have come in the other fixture. But this has original capacitors, original everything really, and it still works, shockingly. Maybe it's not so shocking. I mean, these are known for being very well made. You could even say overbuilt. So it's maybe not too surprising that this one still works. Let's look at this end of the lamp here. You can see there's a lot of wear on that. These lamps were only rated for 3,000 hours, I believe. And I think this one is nearing its end, unfortunately. It really is a quite pretty thing to look at, isn't it? I think so. Let's take one more overall look at it. Let me turn off the other lights in the room. You can see it lighting up my messy storage room here. Pretty good light. More than enough for working under. Alright, I'm gonna switch gears here and pop the ballast housing off and get a few views of the innards. So, I'll be right back. Alright, hopefully you can get a good enough look at this. This is the gear inside this thing. Looks nothing like a modern fluorescent ballast. You notice it's not potted, it's all open. There's a large dual section capacitor here. There's a small paper capacitor, and then this huge ballast. Hopefully you can see that. There's also a cord connector here. That cord actually unplugs. That's a plug-in socket setup. It's very cool. You don't see that every day. Anyway, I just wanted to show you all what that looks like under there. Also, all this stuff on the wires is cotton. This was presumably in a cotton mill at one point. That's not where I found it. I found these fixtures in an outbuilding behind someone's house. No, I didn't just take them. I definitely got permission. In fact, I bought these fixtures. I paid for them, so. And it was well worth it, in my opinion. Anyway. Come back down here. One last overview. You know what? Let's turn it on again. We'll do it a couple more times. Just so you can see what it does. All right. Here we go. You can see it kind of flashes there at the beginning before ramping up. That seems to be pretty typical behavior. One more. Turn it off and back on. Fires right up. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed. I'm really happy to be able to share some footage of one of these, because it's almost unheard of to find one these days, much less a working one. So I feel quite honored. I will take very good care of this fixture. One last look. All right. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. I have more videos coming down the road. I'm not sure when exactly, but they're on the way. Mostly ceiling fan videos. I've gotten quite a few additional fans since the last time I posted a fan video, so keep an eye out for those. It could be a few months, but they will come. Alright. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.